Hello, Sergeant Devil Dog here, and welcome to episode 24 in my series on Construction Simulator. In this episode, we're looking for a new contract. So what we'll do is we'll go on the jobs in the contracts. We have a road contract, a house in the village, a holiday house, a single family house again. I think we've got two family houses. We've got a transport job. Rightio. What we might do is we might take on the dearest of these single family houses up in the village, which is where our first yard is. There's only 7 stages to this contract. The last house we built had 8. The 8th stage being putting a swimming pool in, so we'll see what a 7-stage house looks like. We're still trying to earn $1 million in the bank. So what we'll do, we'll bring a map up. It looks like it's just up the road from our yard, which will be nice and quick to get to. So what we'll do, we've got an excavation of soil, remove topsoil, so we'll jump in our dump truck and drive our dump truck up to the job site. Change the camera view. We'll just go out the front gate, turn to our right, and it looks like it's just up the top of the hill. Yeah, so we'll wait for the front gate to open. Next we turn and head up the hill. Only looks like about 100 metres past our front gate. Rightio, looks like it's going to be the second house in the street. I'll change the camera view so I can see outside the truck. Rightio, we'll pull the truck into the lot and just park on this right hand side of the yellow box. The yellow box marked on the ground is what we've got to excavate out. So we'll just park over here next to this lighting plant. We'll reverse back a tiny bit. What we'll do, we'll jump out, we'll bring our vehicle fleet up, and then we'll jump in our fast travel to our front end loader. So we'll bring the vehicle fleet up. We'll simply hold the X button down to enter our front end loader, which is back at the yard. I'll change the camera view, and now I'll drive the front end loader up to the job site. Come out the front gate. I'll try not to run over this bloke walking across the street. Turn to our right and just up the hill. Once I get to the job site, we'll change our camera view and we'll start digging away the topsoil. I'll change the camera view. And we'll just pull onto the lot. As per normal, we'll start digging right next to the truck. And we'll dig across the block from right to left. As we fill the bucket, we'll dump the dirt in the back of the dump truck, so we can sell off the soil and make a bit of extra money. Got just over half a bucket, so I'll dump this in the truck quickly. Swing it around and then we'll tip it in. Now we'll swing back and make that cut it again, trying to delete that yellow line, that way we know we've covered the full area we need to excavate out. Drop the bucket down again, try to dig a bit deeper as we dig in. Rightio, we don't have to go too far past where the line ends. Do a second cut to try to fill the bucket right up. Dig a little bit further across. Rightio, we're digging in deep now. We'll dig right to the end of the line. And keep digging until our bucket's full. Now we'll reverse back and tip this in our truck. I'm not too sure how deep we actually have to dig down. Get this load in. Come right back and square our bucket up, and then take another bucket out. Right, I'm holding down the triangle button. It's showing us we still have to dig more dirt down throughout the whole site. Once we get to the right depth, it'll actually turn green, so we're not quite down to the right depth yet. So we'll just take this first layer off, and then we might have to come back and dig a bit deeper. Oh yeah, I'll put this one in. We're not digging very far to fill the bucket up. So it could take a few scoops. Oh yeah. Still haven't hit deep enough, so we've still got to dig a bit deeper. Drive back and dig down, keep digging down as we dig across the block until we try to see some green. I'm just wondering would it be easy to use an excavator, but it recommends we use a loader, so we'll keep going with the loader. Just try to scoop this little bit up that's falling out the side of the dump truck, make it easier. Run back and do another cut to finish off filling the bucket up. Keep trying to dig down as we go. Alright, we've got a full bucket again. If you keep digging after the bucket's full, you just push a mound of dirt either side of the bucket. You'll have to come back and scoop up later. So, truck's looking just about full. Might throw one more in here. Try to cut along the edge, shallow line, and cut deeper as we go along. Square up a bit. Drop the bucket right down, start digging in. Got the full bucket again. Yeah, so we're only digging a couple of metres every time we fill the bucket, so we're digging down fairly deep. Our truck's starting to look like it's getting full. We'll just park up and we'll run and sell the dirt in the back of the truck. Climb in our truck, hit the square button, highlight the man, go to sell the dirt. Move the truck forward a tiny bit. No. Get it a tiny bit closer. We'll jump back in the loader and I'll jump forward when we're close to near finishing the job. Alright, we've jumped up to about 94%, 97, 98, 99, and there we go, there's 100%. I'll keep digging right to the end of this run and I'll dump this load of dirt in the back of the dump truck. It's actually asking us to move the dump truck and the loader off the block. So once I dump this bucket of dirt in the back of the truck, I'll actually drive across the street, and there's a blank block across the street, and we'll park the machines across the road in case we need to use them again. I'll just run across the street here. I'll just turn around, face the block, reverse back off at the footpath. We'll jump out of the machine, run across, jump in the truck, the road, and then what we'll do is we'll climb in our truck. We'll quick sell the dirt in the back of the truck. Then we can reverse the truck back across the road and park it next to the loader. Turn the lights on, go to the man, go to sell the dirt in the back of the truck. Made an extra couple of dollars there, and now we can reverse back across the road. There we go, we've cleared the site. And now it's actually asking us to go get some pallets of material. There we go, so I'll jump out of the truck, run back across the road. Rightio, so we need to go to the building supply store and grab 2 pallets of material. So what we'll do is we'll bring up our vehicle fleet, and then we'll jump in our semi that we've actually got hooked up to our trailer. And what we'll do is we'll go around to the building supply store, which is just past the building site, and pick up any material we need to pick up. So, change the camera view, we'll go at the gate, turn to the right again, and just head up the hill. And what I'll do is I'll cut the video, and I'll pick the video back up as we're getting up to the building supply store. Up the hill, and I'll catch you when we get to the building supply store in a minute. Right out, we're coming up to the building supply store. This is the store where we picked up the trailer with the pipe on it in episode 1. Right, so we'll pull in. We've been here a few times, so just remember to go around the back, do your U-turn, park your truck in the yellow designated loading zone at the back of the shop, so it'll automatically fill the truck. So we'll just drive up here a bit, we'll change our camera angle again, make sure we're in our square. Change the outside, yep, looks like we're in a good position. So we'll run around to the front of the store, and we'll have a look at what building material we need to buy while we're here. Simply hold the triangle button in. Right, so we'll scroll across. Right here. What we'll do while we're here, since we've got our big truck, we'll buy all the material we need. So we need 2 lots of mesh and 7 pallets of wood. So we'll buy all these. As we've got our big semi, all this material will fit on. Make sure when you go into checkout, you highlight the auto load, hold the X button down, so the material will be loaded on the back of your truck. We'll just run back around here to make sure it all fits. Yep, looks like it's all nicely stacked on the truck. We could fit another couple of pallets of material on if we needed to. Now what we'll do is we'll climb back in our truck and make our way back up to the building site. Change the camera angle, so we're looking out the window. We'll drive out, turn left as we go out the front gate, and I'll cut the video here, and I'll see you when we get back up to the building site. Alright, we're coming back up to the building site. What we'll do is we'll reverse our trailer into the loading zone, which is a white marked box just there on the left hand side of the building site. So we'll swing it back around the trailer. We'll have to go back and forth a couple of times until we line up straight. We'll just reverse it straight down this box. There we go. Keep going right to the end. Try to get the prime mover off the street. Rightio, that looks like far enough back. Now we'll actually climb out and we'll run back to this corner and we'll actually put up our crane, our tower crane. So simply hold the triangle button down. If you want to assemble your crane, so hold the X button down and she's up. The crane's a little bit big, but it'll just make the job a lot easier. Now what we need to do is move our hook out along the boom a little bit and then lower it right down to the ground. As you can see, we've got our white circle on the ground. If you bring your hook closer to the ground, you'll be able to see where that white circle is. So what we need to do is unload 1 pallet of wood and 1 pallet of the mesh. So what we'll do is we'll hook up one of these pallets of wood first to clear it out of the way. Rightio, we'll pick this one up. You can actually see out of the two blue squares on the ground, it actually highlights, changes the colour to a lighter blue. That's showing you where you need to dump the material. So we'll move this first block up the front. Of course, the pallets of wood are actually covering the mesh we need to get hold of to drop off. Now we'll grab this second pallet of wood and move it over to our blue square on the ground, and then we can pick up our pallet of mesh and place next to it. We'll just swing over. Rightio, we should be right, should be able to lower it down now. Hit the X button to unload. Now we'll come back and get our mesh. Run our white circle back over the blue circle. Then lower the hook down until the blue circle goes green to hook it up. Bring it back a little bit. Now we can lower the hook down. It's green. Hit X, hook up. And we'll just move this one across. Alright, over the top. Now we can just lower it down. Hit X to unhook. Now it's actually asking us to unpack those two pallets we've placed on the ground. So we'll jump out of our crane, walk across to the two pallets on the ground, and simply hold our triangle button down to unpack them. Rightio. Now it's actually put some foundations in around the house block. So what we'll do, we'll need to go to our vehicle fleet again and hop in our concrete truck, which is back in our yard. So we'll fast travel to the concrete truck, change the camera view, and we'll drive our concrete truck back up to the job site. As you can see, we've still got just over half a load of concrete in our truck from the last job. So we're going to save a bit of money now, not having to buy a new load of concrete. So come out the front gate, turn to our right and head up the hill. Then we'll position the concrete truck next to the job site on the footpath. I'll change the camera view so we can see outside the truck. Just drive up onto the footpath. There we go. Just drive up a little bit closer. Okay, we'll stop here. We'll put our legs out. We'll go on the pump hose, so we'll put our legs out. Truck will lift up. Now we can lift our boom up, and we'll start on the far side of the retaining wall and actually try filling the outside box. Now as you can see on the ground, there's a white circle again. This is where your concrete pump will actually tip the concrete. So we need to line up that white circle over the walls. There we go. When it goes green, we can start pouring concrete in to the framework, and then you'll actually run around the walls. So what we'll do, we'll start up the discharge on the concrete truck, and then we'll start up the concrete pump. And there you go. You can see the concrete pouring into the framework. Once it builds up to the top, the circle will go white. That means the frame is full at that point. So now we'll need to remove the nozzle. Move it over to this side till the nozzle actually goes green. Rightio, we can start the pump up again. And this back side will fill in. Now we'll stop the pump again and reposition the nozzle again down towards the front wall. There we go. So we need to lift up the back, bend the front down, come down to this bottom corner. Right, swing a bit to the left. There we go, we can start our pump up again and fill this line up. Right, yeah. Need to go to the left a little bit. Right, get to the left. There we go, we'll start here. Start the pump up again. Rightio, there we go. We filled up the footings of the building, so we'll turn off the discharge. We can pack up our pump now, reset everything. We'll put it back, truck back in the drive mode by folding the legs up, and then we'll reverse the truck back across to the blank block next door. So we'll put our legs up, and then we'll reverse back across. It's actually telling us now we need to go to the sawmill and actually pick up our wood frames. So once we park our truck over here, we'll have to jump in our semi and head off to the sawmill. So we'll just run over here and see the size of the material we need. Looks like a fairly big pallet of material. So we might have to take the green trailer so we can fit a bit on. No, that trailer's still full, so we won't empty it. So what we'll do is we'll go into our vehicle fleet. We'll grab our second prime mover. And we'll drive off back out through our front gate. And we'll turn to our right and then follow this road right up past the dam to the sawmill. So what I'll do is I'll cut the video, and when we get closer to the sawmill I'll actually bring the video back up. Could take a couple of minutes to drive up the hill. This is a new truck, so I'm not too sure how this one's going to go, towing the big weight. Right out, we're coming up to the sawmill now. So what we need to do is actually drive down into the sawmill, and I'll drive around the back of the building and try to line up facing the opposite direction as we did in the last episode, and hopefully this time it will auto-fill the truck. So we'll drive right around the back. It still looks like there's only the one loading zone. On episode 21, when we tried filling the truck, it actually didn't auto-fill the truck. So we actually had to use our crane on the truck to move the material. Okay, I'll just park here. Hopefully it will load up this time. Now what I'll do is I'll run around to the sawmill office and we'll see what material we need to buy. Hold the triangle button and enter the office. We've got our single family home. Click on this, and there is 3 stages to this build, so we'll buy all 3 stages while we're here, and hopefully they'll all fit on the truck at once. So we'll purchase all 3 of them, holding the X button down. So 6,500 the first one, 2 pallets of the second one, and 2 pallets for the third. So we'll quickly purchase all of these. Righto, we'll run back around to our truck. I've actually edited the video. The 3 lots of product did not load on the truck, and the truck we actually had hooked up to the trailer, the crane on it wasn't big enough to actually lift up the material. So I actually had to swap trucks to get the man prime mover, which has got a bigger crane on it. So what I'll do is, as we head back to the yard, I'll cut the video and I'll catch us when we get back to the job site. Alright, we're coming up to the job site. What I'll do is I'll just pull up on the footpath out the front of the job, and we'll use the tower crane to unload this second trailer. We'll just pull up here, we should have enough room, and we'll run over and climb back in our tower crane. Now we just need to get one of these large square pallets off. It looks like it's masonry flooring, so we'll get the one we've double stacked. We'll just line up the white circle with the blue circle on top. Alright, it's green. Hit the X button so it hooks up, and we'll just swing this one out and around over the cab, and then we'll just drop it on the ground here next to the hole in the ground. Lower it down, Once it actually hits the blue square, we'll go green. Right, now it looks like it's actually sorted out the masonry flooring. So what we'll do, we'll start with the long pieces first. We'll actually place the masonry floor on top of the footings. We'll bring that white circle over top of the yellow. Righto, we'll hook up the first piece and swing across. Looks like it shows you where we actually need to put the masonry floor down. So we'll start with the closest piece to the pile, the floorboards. We'll grab the second one, swing back across. What I'll do is I'll cut the video here as well, so you don't have to watch me actually put the whole floor in. Could take a couple of minutes to do this. Now we'll drop this second one into place, and then I'll cut the video until we get to the last piece. Righto, I'm just placing the last piece down now, and there we go, we have our full floor on our main building. Now it's actually asking us to drop off a load of gravel in that corner pit. So what I'll do is I'll jump out of the crane and we'll run back across the road to the dump truck. I'll just lift the crane nozzle up a tiny bit, the crane hook. Right, we'll run across the road and pick up our dump truck. And what we'll do is we'll quick fill the truck with gravel so we don't have to drive all the way back down to the quarry to get a load. I'm in the truck, bring up our little man, go to gravel, go to buy a load. There we go, our truck's full of gravel. Now what we'll do is we'll actually drive across the road and reverse into the yellow marked square. I'll swing around this way and reverse into the block. Once we get right into the back corner of the yellow square, we'll actually start lifting our tub up. As the gravel comes out, we'll drive forward and start spreading out the material inside the block. Righto, it hasn't started tipping out yet. We need to go back. Right, we'll start lifting up until we can hear the gravel coming out. So we can start driving forward. There we go, it's starting to come out. Once we go to the edge of the block, we'll stop. We'll go back over again and do a second run. We'll pull across to the left a little bit. It's only a little short run, so we'll have to do 3 runs. We'll reverse right back without hitting the masonry floor. Start tipping the gravel off and drive forward. We'll stop again. And now we'll pull over to the left hand side and do our third run. It's 75%, so we should have enough gravel in our truck to actually cover the full load. Swing around a bit. Right. Drive forward just a tiny bit, now we'll start lifting. Right, now we'll drive forward as we tip off. And there we go, we've hit 100%. Asking us to clear the truck off site. I'll tip the rest of the gravel out. There's not much left in the truck. That way we don't have to pay to dump the gravel. Right, yeah. Now it's actually asking us for another pallet of wood and the second pallet of Rio, which we've got on the back of the truck. So we'll run back over and jump in our crane. We'll place these 2 items on the ground next to where we just tipped the shale off. Rightio, as you can see, we'll have to move one of the bundles of timber. So we have 2 bundles of timber sitting on top of the Rio. Right, we'll just bring our white circle over the top of our blue circle on top of the pallet of timber. And then we can lower the hook down. Once it goes green, hit the X to hook up. Right, we'll pick our first pallet up. And we'll swing across to our left and drop it on the ground on the first little square. Swinging around a little bit because the cable's so long. Right, now what we need to do is pick up our second bundle of timber and place on the back end of the trailer so it's out of the way. So we'll hook it up, just lift it up, just drag it backwards a little bit, place it on the deck, and now we can pick up our Rio. Lower our hook once it goes green, pick it up, and now we can drop our Rio over here next to our bundle of timber on the ground. It looks like they're going to make us concrete a slab out the front here. There we go, so we'll slower it down till the blue square goes green, hit the X. Now it's actually asking us to unpack the material we delivered. So we'll jump out of our crane, run over to our material, hold the triangle button down to unpack. And there we go. Now we've got to pour a concrete slab. So we'll run back over to our concrete truck. Oh, we've left the lights on from the last time we used the truck. We've got to remember to turn the lights off next time. We'll climb in our truck. We'll reverse back out on the street and drive back down and park on the street out the front of the building site. Okay. Just drive forward a little bit. Alright, we'll just pull up here, go in the pump mode so the legs goes out. Now we can lift our boom up. We'll swing around towards the job site, pull the second extension out and then flip the third extension over. And say this hook of this crane is going to be in the way. We'll try to work around it. What we need to do is move our white circle out so it's on the slab. So yeah, we can start on that corner. We'll do is start pumping our concrete. We move across left to right. Alright, we got under the boom, that's good. There we go, just about done. So we'll stop the pump. We'll reposition the nozzle to the back half of the block. So now we can start our pump back up and then work from right back to left. Now we should have enough concrete in the truck to actually finish this. So we'll start up, keep going across. There we go. 99%. We'll lift up a bit to splash some concrete out, and there we go. Give it 100%. Just about used all the concrete. We'll pack up the truck. Got a tiny bit left in it. Pack our legs up and we'll reverse the concrete truck back over to this blank block in case we need to use it again. Now we'll jump out of the truck. We'll run back over to the block. It's actually asking us to unload some more pallets of timber. 3 more pallets. So we'll climb back up in our crane tower and we'll start lifting up 3 more pallets of material off the back of this trailer. No, we'll start with this back one first. Lower our hook down. We'll hook up, then we'll swing across to our left. We don't have to lift it too high because we've got no obstructions yet on the framework. Right, we'll swing her over, lower it down, hit the X button and it'll drop into place. Now we'll bring our hook back across to the trailer. We'll lift up and pick up the top pallet. Right, X. We'll swing this one back across. Wait for our blue square to highlight to green and then hold the X button down again to drop the pallet into place. Right. Looks like we can't do the centre one, we'll have to do the outside one. And now we'll have to drop the third pallet in the middle. I don't know why it won't let us actually put that second pallet next to the first one. There we go. Line our circle back up. Try to grab this top one. Alright, we'll swing back across. Oop, got to boom away. Alright, we'll lower the pallet down. Oh yeah, it's going to drop in. And there we go, it's prefabbed some framework to put up. So what we'll have to do is pick up our framework now, place it around the outside frame, line up our square, pick up our first piece. It's actually highlighting a doorway. I think it's this little first piece right here, so make it go green, hit the X button, it'll drop into place. Bring our hook back around, pick up our next frame, lower our hook down, it goes green, hit X. This looks like it's the next piece, right in front of it, only got to move it a couple of foot. So keep dragging across till it goes green, drop it into place. Looks like we've got one more piece to pick up. Alright, we'll hook this piece up, and this looks like it goes on the back wall. So lift it up over the frame and drag it to the back wall. And we'll drop it into place on the back wall. Once we lower it down and the frame goes green, it'll lock into place. And now we've just got our window piece to pick up. So we'll lower our hook down slowly. Alright, pick our window up. We've got no way of turning the window down, so we'll just lift the frame up over the top of the rest of the framework until we get it to go green, and then we'll just drop it into place. Just bring it over here and then lower it down until it goes green. Rightio, we'll hit X. Rightio, now we've got some more frames out the front of the block. So we've got another two pieces of frame to put in. So we'll pick up the one for the doorway to the garage. We'll just simply stand this one up. And it should just about lock into place. Now we'll just move it straight back. Right, yeah, it's gone green. Hit the X button and lock into place. And then it looks like there's one already on the floor inside the garage. We'll pick up, stand it up. It looks like the back wall to the garage. Right, same thing. We'll just pick it up and move backwards a little bit until it goes green, and then drop it into place. Now it's asking us to pick up 2 pallets of the masonry floor. And what we'll do is we'll drop these both on the ground. We have 2 big bundles of masonry floor left on the truck. So we'll pick the first one up. And we'll just drag it forward. Drop it straight down. Try not to hit the corner of the frame of the house. Oh, we're going to hit it. We're going to have to move it back away a little bit. And lower it down. Drop it down. Hit the X for it to drop into place. And now we'll go back and grab our last bundle of masonry floor. So once we put this into place, we've got 2 lots of roof trestles left and 2 bundles of small sheets of timber. So it looks like we'll have to put a floor at our second story, and then put some frames up, and then put the roof on to finish the job. So what we'll do is lower this one down, drop it into place. So there we go. It's asking us to pick up a couple more pieces of flooring to fill in the floor on the roof of the garage. So we'll just swing across. Looks like it's only 3 sheets. Shouldn't take too long to drop these into place. Right, so there's one. We'll swing back and grab the second sheet. Hook up the second sheet. Swing forward, put in the middle. Oh, still got that bit of flop on the cable. I'll drop that one in. And then we can swing around and pick our third piece up. There we go. Pick this up, swing forward, and drop this one into place. There we go. Now it's actually asking us to move the truck clear because the front of our truck is in the way. So we'll have to jump out of our crane and just reverse the front of the truck out of the way. And we'll just reverse down the street, slide us a little bit and swing the nose out. There we go. Just drive forward a bit so the nose ain't on the street too much. Right, it's actually asking us to actually put the rest of the deck on upstairs, so we'll run back and climb in the crane. Lower our hook down, pick up our pieces of decking. These pieces seem to be a lot bigger. There's still only 3 of these to do. We'll do this first one out wide here first, drop it into place. Go back and pick up our second piece. Hook up. No. Just drop it in just here. Nope, it's not going to drop in. Alright, we'll swing back and do the back one. No, there we go, got the corner in. Now we'll swing back and pick up the last piece and go do the back corner. Hook up. Now we'll lower this one down. There we go, into place. Now it's actually asking us to unpack something we've got downstairs. A couple of boxes downstairs. So we'll jump out of the crane and run around the front. We'll unpack this pallet. Rightio. Asking us to place a couple more pallets of timber around. So we'll pick up our last 2 pallets of material off this trailer and place on the ground. I'll pick up the first one, swing across. Drop it into place. We'll swing back and grab our last pallet. Lift up. Swing back over and drop in. Rightio. Now it's asking us to put up a couple of pieces of frame. So we'll drop our hook down, pick up our first piece of framing. Looks like it's got a big window and a wall. So there's 2 pieces like this we need to drop into place. So we'll drop it in this first one in the front. So we'll just lower it down so it goes green. Green, hit the X button. We'll swing forward, pick up our next piece of frame. Looks like there'll be 4 pieces of frame we have to put up. Now here's our next one. Lift up. Looks like it's got 2 big windows in this piece. So I'll lift this right up. This is on the back wall. So make sure we lift it above the height of the frame. Swing it to the back. We'll lower it down till the blue area goes green, and then hit the X button, drop into place. And now we've got 2 pieces to put on the right hand side wall. There we go. We'll swing our crane hook back, lower it down to the ground. Hook the first piece up. This is the far end piece, it has a big window in it. So lift it up and move it right to the back and into the block. Right, lower it down so the blue section goes green again. Hit the X button for it to drop into place. Right, now we'll pick up our last piece of frame. Lowering our hook down. Right, pick it up. And we drop it just in the front corner. Goes green, up, lift it over top, swing out a little bit, lower the frame down, it goes green, hit X. Now it's asking us to lift our 2 lots of roof trellis off the back of the truck and place on the building site. Now we'll start with this front one first. We'll lift our hook up. We'll lift up. Swing in towards the house. Try not to hit the house. Now move forward. We've hit the side wall again. Place this one on the ground furthest away from the street. Now we'll pick up our last lot of roof trellises. Place it straight on the ground. If you like this video, please feel free to hit the like button on your bottom left hand side of your screen. I'll lift our hook up a tiny bit. Lift it up a little bit higher, there we go. And please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'm only 2 subscribers off 300 subscribers. I'm trying to get 500 by the end of the year. So please feel free to subscribe to my channel. Radio, it's actually asking us to move all the trucks and crane off the job site. So we'll pack the crane up. So what we'll do is climb outside the crane. We'll just head outside here and we'll pack up all our vehicle fleet first. So we'll bring up our vehicle fleet, go into company vehicle fleet, and we'll put the trailer in the storage, we'll put the prime movers in the storage, and this will clear them off the job site. Well, we'll go to this green trailer, other trailer. Now this should move them all off site. Right, now all we have to do is pack up our crane, hold the triangle button in. Do you wish to pack up your crane? Yes. So now the crane's gone. Now what we need to do is run around the front and talk to the foreman, and this should finish the job. Alright, so we'll walk up to the foreman out the front here, hold the triangle button in to talk to him, and there we go, our house is complete. This was a bit quicker than the last house we built. One less stage. I hope you liked this video, and we'll catch you on the next one. So bye for now.